Yo guys, and also welcome back to the channel. I hope you are all well and you're surviving the Rona. A lot of people staying in sick, but life seems to be coming back to normal now, which is great news for everyone involved. So today I'm going to give you a little kind of insight into what I've done with the studio over the last couple of months, or last couple of weeks really, because I've been kind of decorating this fucking old house that I've bought. So first things first, the camera, which we discussed last week in a brief little video. So I bought a Sony ZV-1, which is full 4K. It's a micro little camera. I'll show some shots of that now. Great little camera. Supposedly Sony are touting built for vlogging, but I didn't want it for vlogging. Obviously I want it for product demonstration and YouTube's, and also some personal content that is going to be available later on in the year. So how's it doing? It's got like auto eye tracking and sexy defocusy blurry button. That's what I want to know. I really don't want to be thinking about dials and buttons and stuff and carrying this big shit around all the time. I just want to film videos. So I have upgraded for that. The next purchase, and mostly the most important purchase within the purchasing deal, is the computer, the mother brain, the Hive, the kind of Skynet. And my Skynet is all going to be run by this guy, which is the 2020 Mac Mini.
When there is no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth.
Which is the Core i7 version with 1 terabyte of internal storage, because I thought with all the amount of the plugins that I'm going to be running and stuff, it was better to get like a bigger internal storage rather than a lot of additional external drives, which I've also got. I've also got this bad boy, which is a Vega 64 external graphics card, because I'm going to be doing a lot of 4K editing now. I need at least that. Then another great little product which I found online, which I think, I don't know, is possibly a tad expensive for what it is, was this, the Satechi hub. So this gives you, when it won't focus, I've got that sexy mode on, it gives you all of the ports you need around the front. And it's not a fan as they reckon it is, but it's cut out, so it keeps everything remotely cool. So that goes under the Mac Mini. It's the same colour and it looks snazzy and all that good stuff. So that's it really. So I'm running Logic. I might do some benchmarks before and after, or maybe I won't. Basically 8 gig isn't enough, so I bought it with the 8 gig. I bought the 8 gig variant because I wanted to see whether or not I could get away with 8 gig. I can't. Running OBS and Zoom, and that's it. I've got like 10 bloody meg of RAM left, and I've had to buy a little cleaner that I'm constantly cleaning, and it's a bit crap, it doesn't work. So I've bought this, which is an eye kit, like a tool kit. So this toolkit thing, that's going to help me open it up. Initially, I was going to throw 64 gig of RAM in there, and most probably eventually I will, but currently I've got 32 gig, 2 16 gig tins. So I'm going to rock it up to 32 gig. Job's a freaking good one. That's it. So, Mac Mini, 32 gig of RAM, currently at 8 gig, it won't work. So don't buy yourself, or buy yourself the 8 gig, but literally just don't think that you're going to be able to use it, because you're not, it's crap. You need 16 at least, and I'm saying 32 at least really. It's a one rather than 600 quid from Apple, and I'm now going to try and build it myself. I'm going to take it apart and all that stuff. I don't know whether you watched my last video about cameras. Shit with cameras, shit with computers as well. So I'm going to try and make this work, and you guys are going to come along with me for the ride. So if I break it, you'll see why I broke it. But that Essential Electronics Tool eye kit is essential. Let's go. Let's turn this fucking monster that's bottlenecked with RAM into a monster that's unbottlenecked. A beast. So let's go. Let's break this Mac, potentially. Alright guys, let's go over to I'm gonna break my Mac cam. Oh shit. Right, here we go. So First, open up my toolkit. That is my toolkit, and these are my little screw holders. So I'm going to put them in order and take them out in order. Absolutely shitting myself. I just don't want to destroy this computer. So what he says is you turn it over with the ports facing you. I'm going to take this plastic thing off. Right, so you use this little pry tool here and you get under. Cool. Ah, there we go. Right, and that's that bit off. Throw that to one side. So that's the first bit done. That didn't look too bad. Now I'm assuming we need to get these screws out, of which this kit gives you a really good, great little thing. It tells you what the sizes are and everything. So I fix it. I recommend this kit. And he's just started pulling shit out. I think he would have told me what they were, but I didn't listen. So TR6. Apple screws are always really good. I remember this being the case in me Mac Pro as well. They're just awesome kind of, it's not going to focus in, is it? Oh yeah, it is. Look at that, how good's that? How snappy was that? Yeah, that's the little screws, little cool screws. That's how that's working. There's supposedly a... So down here, there's a TR6 screw that has got the antenna in it. So that's that bad boy out. So that's the antenna screw. So what I'm doing is I'm putting them in the order I'm taking them out. So now we need to remove that thing. So he's using this thing. So that's your Wi-Fi antenna. You don't want to be fucking about with that. Okay, so that's off to one side. Here we have the internals of the Mac Mini. Right, so 4 T6s. Okay, so gotta take that one out of there, and then you're gonna put that to one side. So far, so good. I tell you what I didn't do before I start touching anything else. I'm gonna put some rubber gloves on. The reason for that is I don't want to be electrocuting. I don't want any static when I'm touching the motherboard and stuff. That's another tip I've heard, even though I hate these gloves, they make me feel like I'm gonna puke. See, this is what you've got to do when you're a musician, man. It's more than just playing guitars. I'm gloved up. Okay, right, next. Right, LED connector, which is this little bad boy. Use the little spudger, is that what it's called? Now I've just disconnected that little cable there. So now I need a T10. Oh, they're nice and tight, them. You don't want you messing about with that. Did you guys ever play Operation? It's what it feels like. I'm playing a very expensive game of Operation. Now, he said there was 3 of them. Oh, there's only 2. So he's kind of, pushing it just a bit. Just a bit, he said. Oh, that's tough. Right, and then we've got to remove this power supply, which is fiddly, let me tell you. And the whole thing should just slide right out of there like a little pumpkin. Okay, so there we have it. Now, I'm assuming I can get rid of that. I'm going to place this over here, out the way. Right, okay. Looking good so far. Right, so Torx T4. That's the tiniest little Torx. So there's those 4 bad boys out of there. that just pops right off there. Look at that. So that's the heat shield. Let's get rid of that. So there's the RAM there. Woo! Right, okay, so now just let's remove the RAM modules and replace them. Replace them with new RAM modules. That's what I'm doing here. Now there is a specific way these need to go. So that feels like it's in there. Right, now I'm just going to take these little rubber things off because I can't see shit all underneath them. Right, okay, so I'm assuming they... Oh, I don't like that. Right, okay, so new RAM in. Right, oh Jesus Christ, please just work. I do not want to be doing this again, so now I'm going to slide... Oh no, I'm not. I'm going to put my little rubber fuckers on. Oh, I bet I can't get these on now. Can't believe the hardest bit about this is getting these rubber fuckers back on. So I've had to change the angle just because my battery ran out, so now I need to place this back in. So RAM is done. I'm going to keep that. Then I need to throw this, slide this motherfucker back in there, but I'm assuming. Right, so my battery ran out, so I'm currently have to run it off my MacBook power, which isn't great. And it lasted about 20 minutes. That's crap, that, for 4K filming. Right, okay, so everything back to front now. So I've got this little guy. He needs to be going back on, and so does the power supply. Camera keeps dying, so I'm just going to do this in bursts. So I've just pushed it back in, put the power supply back in, and I'm now about to put that little pinny thing in. So I'm going to use the tweezers to line it up, and then use my little spodgy tool to throw it in. So that's that bit done. Did have a little bit of a snap, and the back is flush. So now I've got the fan back in. I had to do that little thing, basically doing stuff back to front. So I'm going to put the first two in, which are the ones that are at the front, and then I'll put the rubber bungy ones in at the back, get the way through that, see what happens. So I've just reinserted the Wi-Fi antenna. I'm about to just go now and put the Wi-Fi antenna screw in. I think it's the same as that. Okay, so let's get this Wi-Fi antenna back in. So that's it. The deed was done, so let's go to some screen recording and see whether it actually worked. Panicking. Let's see what happens. Oh, shit, I've broken, haven't I? So, it turned on, that's a good sign. I'm about to just go to the screen record now and see if it has actually mounted the RAM. I'm sure if it wouldn't turn on, would it? Let's go to new screen record and let's record entire screen. Here we are. So let's go to the El Macaruno about this Mac. Memory 16 gig. So one of them hasn't mounted properly. Fuck. So now I've got to go back in and do that all again. I was convinced they were both absolutely slapped in, unless that RAM is broke, which again would be an absolute pain in the tits. Right, okay. Typical me, didn't work perfectly. Okay, I've still got 16 gig of RAM, it's better than 8. Let's open it up again, do it all again. Brilliant. Fucking waste of time, honestly. Right, okay guys, we're going to go and do that all again and see what the fuck's going on. See you in a sec. Well, I'll tell you what, I took it apart and put it back together a lot quicker than I did the first time. I've just done that in about 5 minutes. Let's see what we get. So, 32 gig of RAM installed, 16 gig DIMM didn't work. I'm rebooting again. I don't want to open this up again if I fucked up again. If it's messed up now, it's got to be the fact that the DIMM is bust. Because I've moved it actually to a new slot. It's powered up, which is a good sign. Logging in. Wow. Right, okay, so let me start a new screen recording.
So at this point, I had to switch over to my onboard microphone because my camera ran out again. So I haven't ran the test yet. Let's run it now. About this Mac. Yes, 32 gig mounted. Jesus wept. 2 DINs of 16 gig. I'm happy with that. Fuck, I do not want to open this up again. It's mounted, great. I just didn't push it in hard enough. Probably the problem I will always deal with in my life. Okay, so job done. Let's crack on.
So there you go, guys. 32 gig of RAM installed. Second time round, fucked it up the first time, but at least I didn't fuck up the second time, which it does for me. And one point of note, if you're going to buy one of these Sony ZV-1s, buy loads of new batteries because it lasts about 20 minutes. It's absolute dog shit. Or buy an external battery pack. Terrible battery life. 20 minutes on 4K. Okay, so buy batteries for this bad boy or a battery pack or plug it into your computer and use it as a webcam type of thing. 32 gig of RAM, Mac Mini, juicy big bastard mother trucker of a machine. Right guys, we'll see you in the next one. Hope you enjoyed this and it was informal.